Oh, and
What's up? What's up? It's your girl Hasina.
It's your girl, Dr. Lanisha.
it's your homegirl, Dr. Love. What's up? What's up? What's up? 16.
Welcome to Three the Hard Way. Welcome on this Friday night. This is the spot where the conversations are real and the truth is absolutely unfiltered.
We're back for another episode where we're talking honestly about the wild, wonderful, and sometimes the messy world of life and relationships.
Whoop whoop. And listen, we are here to keep it a buck, to keep it 100. This is a safe space. We want to make sure everybody feels heard. So come just being yourself. That's what we doing.
That's all it takes. It don't matter, y'all. If you're single, married, dating, it's complicated. There will be some gems dropped in this podcast for you.
For sure, for sure. This is your space to come laugh with us, reflect with us, and ultimately take those actionable steps toward the life of your dreams.
Mm, mm,
Yes, we
mm,
are
mm,
here to do
mm.
the hard
I
work
like it.
and the heart work together. So y'all ready to get this party started?
Let's get into it.
Let's get to it.
Wow. Well. So first and foremost, our grows and glows. So I am going to switch it over to Dr. Niche.
Hey, girl.
Yo, yo, hey, y'all. We are doing grows and glows. Look, let me tell you something. Glows are the things that are worth celebrating, some wins that you might have, and the grows are things that you want to continue to work on. It is the holiday season. We are wrapping up 2025. My glow and my grow is that I am doing the things, right? I am doing the things that I said I'm going to do. It's my glow because I have been very intentional and it's been happening for me. I've been doing some things and it's a grow because I want to keep that up. I want to be intentional and I want to make sure that I am doing the things that I say that I do. So those are my grows and glows for this episode. What about y'all?
Okay.
Well, for me, my grows and glows this week is I have been very, very intentional about reconnecting with some people who, I may have cut off or ghosted. It's the result of one of those pull-up challenges from a
Whoop, whoop.
couple weeks back. I keep up with my pull-up challenges. And
Period.
I just looked at myself. Oh, it was the friendship episode specifically where it was like, what kind of friend are you? What kind of friend do you want to be?
Mm,
So I had to really just take a step back and say, who's reaching out to me more than I'm, reaching out to them? And be a little bit more intentional about checking on folks. So my grows and glows this week is just being accountable, being a better friend, and just being more intentional, about building and maintaining relationships.
mm.
Mhm.
That's what's up.
Mhm.
Thank you for being vulnerable. I feel like, now I'm encouraged to be a little vulnerable. No, but seriously, I think, we always have to like look at ourselves. So I'll say my grow and my glow is probably centered around the same theme of how I show up in relationships. So one of the things I noticed, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I noticed that I get frustrated if people don't consider me or they're not as considerate as I would expect them to be if I've done a lot of things for them. And so it's not that I'm doing things for you because I want something in return, but it's almost like, but why wouldn't you do this if I did all that? You know, you're not gonna offer to carry a bag of groceries, but you didn't ask me to borrow $100 20 times. It's just that's a random one. But so I wanted to relinquish, and I made a decision to relinquish. If I do something for someone, I do it out of the kindness of my heart, and if they never do anything in return, I need to just keep it at that and set boundaries, because maybe I need to
Yeah.
stop trying to do so much for some people that,
Hmm.
as far as the track record shows, they ain't they ain't it. So why am I
Yeah.
surprised?
Exactly.
I need
That's
to
a good point.
stop being
Yeah.
surprised. So anyway, my growing glow is
That
just
is
kind of just checking how I show up in relationships too,
mhm.
and also just not getting hung up if people don't show up the same way. And
Yeah.
you do your best, and if they can't or they're not willing, then you just learn how to set your boundaries. And then I want to
I
sow
love
into
that.
people that are sowing into me.
I love that.
So, with that being said, do we have any shout outs? And we got a comment, so we got any shout outs?
Nope. Making sure.
Y'all say good evening.
Nope.
Good evening,
Good
John.
Good
evening, John.
evening.
Good evening to you too. No shout outs. Y'all have to, if y'all can't make it on a Friday evening, just email it to us. And you can let your cousin know, like, hey, tune in, go to this page. Even if it's a birthday, if it's somebody just bought their first house, who knows, anniversary, like,
Anything, everything.
give
Yes.
us a shout out. We ain't doing that, we don't bite. But we do want to acknowledge some folks, okay? But
John, we see you on. We see you on. What's your shout
I'm
outs? What are the
fine.
great things you have going on?
well, while I'm tripping, let me do a shout out to John because we literally just met with John, and he is helping us scale our podcast, and he is a
Yes.
part of
Mhm.
the Chicago Clubhouse. They are big Bears fans. They talk to NFL players, celebrities.
Yes.
They do the thing. So shout out to John for taking that experience, and he's sewing into us. So we do greatly appreciate you.
Thank you. Very much
We
so. Shout out to
appreciate you,
John.
John. Woo woo.
Yes.
Well, with that being said, are you all, look, little hand clap for the, I be forgetting about that. So y'all ready to get into the topic? Y'all ready to jump
Let's
in?
get
What's up?
into it. Let's jump
Let's do
right into
it.
this thing.
So we got a little, I feel like I'm not gonna say we got lost, but just keep it a buck. So we started off with, we did a show with Mike Smoke was a guest. He does relationship coaching. We'll likely
Mhm.
have him back. He just a super cool dude, and he brought up something. He said that women are sneakier, and we like are sneakier than men. We're better, and so at being sneaky, and so that is what triggered our topic for today. But then we kind of somehow got into situationships
Yeah.
and sneaky links. So where do y'all want to kick this off?
I think we should kick it off by first answering a question. Do y'all think women are sneakier than men? Yes or no?
Hmm.
I don't know about sneakier, but I do believe, and because I'm a woman and I'm gonna be a woman till the day I die. I think we might be a tad bit. We smarter than men, okay? We smarter than men. So with us being smarter than men, we are able to think about things that men might not think about. So if that
Mhm.
is
Yeah.
considered sneakier, then okay. But I know that we have like this eagle eye view about things. We consider things,
Yeah.
and we just do a little more thinking.
I was thinking along the same lines. I think women are more strategic. Now,
Absolutely.
let me give a disclaimer. I feel I do not believe women as a gender, and this might be biased. This is how I feel. I don't think it comes natural for women to want to, for example, be with multiple men unless they have had an experience where, and I don't mean you in your dating phase, 'cause everybody have a little whole phase, but I mean like full time, like I'm gonna just juggle three dudes. Like I feel
Yeah.
like that's not natural for women. I think men
Mhm.
are more physical creatures, more about the chase, that animalistic instinct. So I think when women do become sneaky, it's because maybe it's a reaction to what I've been tracking as far as your activity this whole time. And so
Hmm.
you so busy caught up in that bullshit you doing, maybe it seems like I'm sneaky. No, I'm just creating a plan because if this go left, for example,
Yeah,
I have an exit plan. You know, if
absolutely.
you get caught doing what, I don't know if you doing it or not, but if you are, I got a couple in the chamber too. I don't know. I might be going off the cusp. What y'all
Nope,
think?
you know what? Actually, I think you nailed it. I think Dr. Lanisha nailed it. We're just strategically better. I mean, we're better at everything overall. Like, let's just face it, the creation is not better than the creator. That's how I feel about it
Yeah.
in any capacity. So, like you guys said, we just think things through. We are forward thinkers. Whereas I think men more so, not all, but they more so think in the moments.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that just makes us better. But like you said, Dr. Love, we don't innately want to be with multiple people or have a need to be sneaky. It's
Right.
almost like a survival instinct. I'm assessing the situation. This does not look safe for me long term. Let me see how I'm gonna get up out of here
Mm-hmm.
in the best way that suits me. So then my plans on the surface may be sneaky, for lack of better words, but
Mhm.
this is my strategy.
It's your strategy.
Yep.
So I'm gonna pull up like it's a little picture in a second. Um, because I also think about looking in phones and checking, pockets for receipts. And
Hmm.
um is that considered sneaky if you're like checking up on the person you with? I don't condone it, but is that sneaky if you are like checking social media, looking at, phones at night, looking in pockets?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Anything that you are doing with the intention of not being seen doing it is
Ah.
sneaky.
It's sneaky. Yep.
Period. But I think that the deeper question is, why do we ever feel like that's necessary?
Mm.
That's the meat and potatoes of our conversation tonight, in my opinion. Like, why are men so sneaky in the first place?
Uh-oh. I wish we would have somebody, hop on and talk about it. Men gotta defend themselves. We be trying to y'all gotta send that link to a couple of your homies.
I
Men,
agree.
they gotta defend themselves because my thing is a man being sneaky if, like, say you all don't have an understanding, but he's just using discretion. So say you all aren't exclusive, there is no understanding about, what I do and who I do it with, but I'm just being, I'm using discretion, and I don't want you to be exposed to something that you may not like, even though I don't owe that to you. Do that make sense?
That does make sense, actually. I can see that. But in those situations, and I'll speak for myself personally, what I would do in the past as a single woman, dating more than one person, I would set the expectation. You should not expect anything from me. I may answer my phone, I may not answer my phone. I may be at Perry's Steakhouse and you roll in and I'm there with someone else.
Oh.
Those are like the expectations that are tough to set, but as a single person, they should be easy to set.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think if you why are you being sneaky with someone that you really have no ties to, right? Like, is that sneakiness or is that like, hey, it's some shit in my phone that you probably not gonna want to see. So if you interested in knowing what else I'm doing, I don't feel comfortable with sharing that with you, and you might not want to go through my phone. You might not want to be in my phone. But again, and I know I'm always talking about this, no matter what relationship you in, it's about communication. Communicate what the heck is going on. And then if something changes, then you need to be able to be like, hey, I don't know. I know we started off by not wanting to know, but I done got to a point where I want to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all see,
This is such an appropriate meme. Like, I can't.
I love it.
It
Yeah.
is very
But I
appropriate.
but I feel like if I want to look over at your phone, I'ma look over at your phone. Unless you tell me like, hey, you can't look at my phone, then I'm be like, oh,
Agreed.
okay, well, I don't know.
Agreed.
But is that
Absolutely.
sneaky? Is that being sneaky if
No.
your partner, you sitting there texting somebody and your partner just watching your fingers and the buttons you select? Especially, look, I got a privacy screen. So what do
What
that
you
mean?
had, Dr. Love?
I'm about to
What
say.
do you
So if you look from an angle, baby, you
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 can't
don't
see
know
nothing.
you don't know what's happening. But I did that for financial stuff. If I'm doing something private, I don't want a stranger behind me in the
No,
world
that's
like
valid.
be all in my business.
That's
But
valid.
Mhm.
so
Plus
so
our profession, right? If we, doing something on our phone with our clients, we don't want nobody else looking at our stuff. But I just feel like if you doing it out in the open, that's not sneaky because you can turn. Jay-Z could turn right to the left and saw she was looking at
Yeah,
his phone.
left to the
Now
left.
if she'd have,
that's true.
asked for it when he turned around, then she was being sneaky. But I don't think that's sneaky. I think that this whole idea of this is mine, this is private, don't ever look at my phone, don't ever try to have access, then that's something else. And that might yield people wanting to be sneaky. But back to your question, Hasina, like it is or your statement, it is something deeper that goes into why would I ever have to be sneaky in the first place?
Absolutely. And I think that my non-professional opinion is that sometimes that's a learned behavior. Because if you're in a happy, healthy relationship, most times, at least my experience has been, I have absolutely no reason to sneak and do anything. And maybe that's just like a graduated level of um I don't even know how to phrase it, but just, going through things with people, learning lessons in different relationships, stuff not working out. You just learn that it's not worth the energy.
Yeah.
It's just not worth the energy to be sneaking around.
Mm-hmm.
So John had a
I'm checking
question.
this out.
This look, he about to get an award for just fucking with us. So John's like, if you're exclusive, there's nothing to hide. I see no problem. However, if it's a breach of trust, is it a breach of trust thinking you need to look for something? So let me be clear. If we don't have an understanding, but I'm still keeping my options open, are we saying like that's sneaky, even though we don't have an understanding, just keeping my options open?
Before we answer that question, I like for whoever is watching this video right now to stop and share this video with whoever needs to be in on this topic.
Wow,
Okay.
guys. Let me see. I wish I knew how to do that. I just don't know how to do that.
It's fine. Look, I just literally said join our podcast. We live. I just did
But where did you put that?
in a text message. They could go,
Oh,
yeah, they can go to IG and hit the link to YouTube if they need the
because
scenic
you
route.
know what? I'm making this more complicated. That's such a good point. It's
Yeah,
really not that hard. But I thought from our live broadcast right now, we could hit share.
yeah, we ain't
We
learned that
could.
yet. We still learning. We
We
still
still
We
learning.
learning.
could. You could. But if you are watching and you know how to share the link, go ahead and share
You
this link
Do
right
it
now.
now.
right.
I love
So
that.
let me ask this. Do we wanna kind of switch it up a little bit and see what's happening with the group chat? Because I feel like maybe that'll help get us into
For
some
sure.
more.
Before we switch it up, I do want to answer John's question because I don't think we answered it. He
Okay.
said, is it a breach of trust? I think it's teetering. It's teetering. That's
However, is it
my,
a breach
like,
of
if
trust
I
if
think
you
I need
listen?
to look for something, aren't I distrusting you?
Mhm.
Hmm. Okay.
Or have you given me, or have you breached my trust, the other person, now that I have to look? Again, for me, that goes along the lines of, what is this deeper issue? Because we like to
Yes.
stay surface with this my phone, why you looking at my phone, why you doing this stuff. But what is it underneath? Like, what's the real reason you feel like you need to look through my phone or look for something? And it could be on the lines of trust. That's my two
Yeah.
cents.
Okay. I will say this. If we do not have an understanding, or we're not exclusive, however, if you are talking about, marriage, or, ooh, I could see us having a family together, or guys looking at houses, or you want to start saving money, or you talk about us doing, if you talk about us doing anything big, like, but you still on the scene, I think that's misleading. That's misleading. Like, but if we
I
ain't
can
talking
see
about
that.
nothing serious, we just Netflix and chilling periodically, maybe even smashing periodically. We ain't had no serious conversation. We just eating every other Thursday. Yeah, I feel like you setting yourself up. They ain't sneaky. You just ain't that smart. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like if you don't have no understanding, then you need to get one.
No, actually, Dr. Love, that's valid
Hmm.
because if I'm not initiating the conversation and you're not either, then there's this mutual understanding that we are both okay with what we're doing.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, in the words of John, that part.
That
So,
part.
let's take it to the group chat. What we got?
All right,
Let's
let's
switch
get
it up a
into
little
it.
bit.
All right. Hey, y'all. I need real honesty. We just jumping right into it.
Period.
I've been in a relationship for 3 years. We live together, post each other online. Literally, everything's been perfect. Recently, I found out my partner has been keeping a backup person in quotation marks. They vent to this person, they confide in them when we argue, but there has been allegedly no physical cheating. When I confronted them, they said I didn't tell you because I knew this is how you would react. Now I'm questioning everything. Was this being sneaky or was this a form of self protection? Here's the kicker though, we're both women.
That shit don't.
Is sneakiness really about gender or is it about character? Signed, blindsided. Damn.
So,
Well, that really puts a twist on things because as I read that, it does make me question my previous viewpoint because it is about character. It's absolutely about character when you really unfold this thing.
mm,
First, let me start with my advice.
okay.
Did not know she was about to say they was both women.
Ah,
Anybody that got a backup person is not your person.
mm,
That's number one. So, yes, you were blindsided, and I think it's time to exit stage left. There is no explanation that my partner could give me for having a backup person.
mm,
There's absolutely no circumstance where that would ever be okay. I didn't even really need to see anything else in this letter. Emotional cheating and physical cheating, they the same to me. So if you're emotionally confiding in someone else and you're in a committed relationship, I'm not okay with that. If it's not a best friend or a family member, no. My advice off the rip, get out of there. No good whatsoever. What y'all think, docs?
this my answer. Can you see this on my as fuck? Sneaky as fuck.
Damn.
Try to add
That
a
shit.
as fuck. You sneaky as hell. A backup person is sneaky.
Because why?
Cause why? If you got so listen, I'm gonna keep it a book,
No
right?
no physical contact though. There's no physical contact.
That is
Well,
an open
what's
door.
the backup then, though?
The backup, as soon as you fuck up, this bitch is sliding into place. It's
Exactly.
a backup plan
Exactly.
is keeping a door open And I feel like, I'll be honest, that's a deal breaker for me. If you have open doors, you know you can hit this person and they'll just slide back into the equation, and they still got access to you. Y'all just say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year every once in a while. It's a deal breaker. That shit is sneaky. Cause my thing is, why we all ain't saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year? Yeah,
That part.
make it a group text.
Exactly. I
Make it a
agree.
group chat.
I agree. That makes it very much sneaky. Dr. Lanisha,
It
what you think? What should she
it
do?
is it's very sneaky. So here's what I'm gonna say. You gonna have to figure out whether or not you gonna accept the fact that someone has a backup person. Like it is
Hmm.
very, very sneaky. I don't think it matters whether you in a relationship with a man or a woman. When she was
Right.
like, "This is the kicker," I'm like, "Okay, you in a you're what's the kicker? Backup person or not, it's still kind of it's trash." So I guess my question is like, you're saying you don't know what to do, but I think you do know what to do. You need to figure out what you are willing to deal with because you know that they have a backup person. What's your next move? Like, what are you gonna do now?
That part.
Right?
Okay.
Because I don't know if, coming to the trust part, I don't know if I could ever fully trust I would be able to fully trust this person now, knowing that we're in a relationship, but you like, I gotta have somebody on standby. We're not flying. You know what I'm saying? We ain't on standby hoping somebody don't catch this flight. No, we taking this flight together. So why you need somebody? Why
Wheels
you need a
up.
backup person?
Let me
And
let me
it's really a backup person though.
Because it
Is
sounds
it?
like they on the front lines, right on the sidelines.
so let me backtrack a little bit, because Professor Connor said emotional is deeper. IMO, I'm old. What that mean? What's IMO? What that stand for?
Oh, in
My
my
opinion.
opinion, I
Okay,
learned
thank
that one.
you. Thank you, y'all. That bitch gotta get up to speed. So emotional is deeper than physical. So you saying that if you have an emotional, a friend or somebody you confide in that you keep on the side, that's stronger than someone that you could hit every so often? Is that what we saying?
I could see that from a man. Because men don't
Mm.
require emotional attachments oftentimes to smash. It's purely physical. So if a man has an emotional attachment, that's deep. I'm not actually even gonna compete with that. Y'all could run off into the sunset, in my opinion.
God damn. All right. New Gen Entertainment for Life. I hope I said it right. Hey there. Having a
Hey,
What
backup
up?
person is like having a hitman on pre-order. That shit's crazy.
hmm,
The backup is prepared to replace the starter.
that's valid.
I'm now coming up off the bench whenever you say so.
Yeah, that's no good. That's actually no good at all. And you know what? Something you said, Dr. Lanisha, too. It's like that fear of loss. Like you are sneaking around, and this could go on either side. You sneaking around because you don't want to lose what you have.
Hmm.
And that's really what it comes down to. Otherwise, everything would be on Front Street. We would be transparent no matter what's going on. But people
Yeah.
just want to have their cake and eat it too. And some would say, what are you supposed to do with the cake?
Yeah. You selfish. You fear losing somebody or you
Eat
being
it.
selfish. Like it really
Yep.
is a selfish act to
Oh,
be having a backup person knowing that your main person wouldn't approve of this or doesn't like it. But I will say if being upfront, if you had a person that you was being sneaky with and you decided to be like, all right, this is what I've been doing. I want to rock with you. I'll cut that shit all the way off. If you know what I'm saying, you ain't cool with it. Now
mm,
you might get backlash about it, and the person might be like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I appreciate your honesty, but I'm still out of here." But I still err on the side of being honest, and that sneaky shit'll
Absolutely.
never get you anywhere.
but I just got a question, and then you kind of sound like the next comment I'm finna put up. But I have a question though, like, who legit signing up to be the backup? Like, do the backup even know they the backup? Because my thing
Yes,
is
and
this,
they okay with it.
like,
Yes,
so if you know you the backup and you okay with that, that's unfortunate. But more importantly, if you weren't good enough to be in the starting lineup, if you weren't good enough to be number one, like, what makes them even good enough to be the replacement? If they
facts.
weren't good enough to be the main course in the first place,
Mm,
you see what I'm
That's
saying?
valid. Yeah,
mhm.
absolutely.
So
Y'all,
backup.
I got a question that we got in our DM as we were live. So let me know when y'all are ready to answer that question.
Okay, we just got two more comments from the folks that's here.
Mhm.
John
Let's
said
see.
backup person because of what? Fear of losing or not being enough for the main person? No,
Exactly.
backup because your ass, that's the only slot you got, is what I'm thinking. You gonna take whatever you can get.
I think it's both. I think it's both, but in either
Yep.
case, it's never okay.
Mm. Professor Connor, I believe that when a woman makes a decision to cheat, backup person is planned and thought out with the potential emotional attachment. Men traditionally lead with physical versus emotional. I agree.
I could not agree more.
You know what?
Absolutely.
I agree, but I think I'm a little bit confused.
Okay.
Cause you say men traditionally lead with the physical. So y'all out here just talking about, hey, can I get some pussy? Or can we
Yes,
have sex? Like
absolutely.
Oh yeah, people
I
who?
value.
think so. I
So
think
they
so,
just
Dr.
so
Lanisha.
men are just out there like, I want to have sex with you. So ain't
But
nothing else
see,
happening. Ain't no other conversation going on.
Look, look
I
at.
think this is my experience
Okay.
with that. And I'm going to be quick because I see the time flying by.
Mm-hmm.
You have to remember that as women, we go through these phases, some of us, where that's all we want to. So when the two meet, it works out that nobody wants anything else.
Damn.
I think for men, those phases or seasons in life last longer, they are more frequent. And for women, it's hit or miss here or there. It might follow a tragic breakup or a traumatic experience.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow, some way, the two meet. And yes, men are able to execute that plan just like that. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm. Professor Connor want to make sure we know we ain't talking about him. We got you.
Not
We
me
know we
though.
ain't talking about you. But he's saying the same thing. Some people just okay with their role. I'm gonna be honest, like unless you got lucky on a do say night, I don't think I've ever just been like, I just want to smash this nigga. Like I feel like your temple is too precious, but no judgment. But I'm like, just to be like, I ain't never found nobody that attractive where that's all I want to do. Plus, I'm a sapiosexual. That's probably part of the problem. Because
Not really
Well,
a problem
well, if
though. That's
so,
not
these
really a problem
women.
though.
Well, the women that these men that y'all say the men are just like, yeah, let me get y'all some. What they if the women are leading with the emotional and men are leading with the physical, these women, I'm guessing, are leading with physical too.
Yes.
New
Point
Gen
exactly.
Entertainment for Life, he say, these goof ass miles won't be back up because they ain't getting much motion. That's how I feel. If you back up, baby, you ain't got enough motion.
You settling for anything.
You
You
just
taking
take the
whatever you can get.
crumbs, whatever's available. Men hunt for most of their lives. Women are hunters too, just so you know. Some of us got that skill,
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
just in case you were wondering, sir. Um, definitely takes two to tango. Okay, so we got
Yes.
a lot of comments going on. I appreciate the
I
engagement
love it.
because we just trying to sort through this. I just hope that if you are the backup or if you got a backup, I just hope that at least we're being honest. At least being honest with people. Like I feel like everybody should be able to make a choice. If I want to be your backup because you just that dope, uh, that's my choice. But if I don't know I'm the backup, or your partner don't know it's a backup, like I feel like that's a problem, G. Y'all,
That's
we
definitely
gotta
a
be.
problem.
That's how you wind up on Lifetime, on probably on maybe Tubi if they
Exactly.
somebody do that one, first 48. That's how you wind
Yes.
up on them shows.
snapped. But you know what though? My message to anybody that's a backup, I think they probably just need to seek therapy because your self-esteem has to be at an all-time low in most cases to not feel worthy of the main spots.
Mm.
I just
Or
it
they
has to
don't
be
know
like that.
how. They don't know how. Like sometimes folks are brought into a situation or have lived lives where worthiness was not taught
Mm.
at all.
Absolutely.
So I
Absolutely.
agree with the fact that we should be healing, whether that's through therapy, coaching, inner child work, whatever it is, healing should be a priority because you are worthy to be the main person. You don't have to settle for being
Yes.
somebody's backup plan. Like
Get help.
what?
Okay. Look, we got
Yeah.
a comment. Nunu. I'm sorry, I'll be giving nicknames and whatnot. Nunu says some guys are late bloomers socially, physically, and financially. Come
Ooh.
talk to us.
Ooh.
And this, wait a minute, what they say? And this causes cats to have what? Come on, somebody read this. Did you mean to say causes cats to have?
Yeah, like
Oh,
cats,
like
like
cats, like
dudes.
oh, I was thinking meow. I was like, what are you talking about? Some cats, sir? Cats, like
That's
like
yeah.
dudes cause cats
Like
to have
dude, yes.
actual. Uh, Two of a run on the cooter train and won't settle down when they need to.
That's valid.
I'm slow
That
down. I'm
is
talking
true.
about kitty cats and shit. That's how you know I,
That's
I
true.
ain't had no fun this weekend. My ass sick of regular meat felines. But you right though. Dudes ain't
Yeah.
but some women too, because listen, I think I could be wrong. I think some men wind up having backup plans too because they've been hurt and they don't trust women. And I've met some men that do not trust women because they didn't met one or two bad apples. And so now they say, you know what? I'm for everybody because these hoes ain't
Yep.
loyal. Y'all can't listen to everything you hear. There's actually some good women out here still.
And another thing, Dr. Love, to piggyback off of that, men who have strained relationships with their mothers or no
Uh,
relationship with their mothers, those things carry over into how dudes treat women as well. If you didn't get no help for that, if you didn't have like stand-in maternal person, like that shit carries over into your relationship. So I'm always looking at how a dude feel about his mama. If
that
in
is,
any situation, if a friend come to me and she need advice or any situation, how do we treat his mama? Like I need to know.
I agree. But then on the flip side, men also look at the relationship women have to their fathers.
And they should.
Yeah,
And they
because
should. It works both ways.
yeah.
Mhm.
Um, so if you like, man, I don't f with that dude. I ain't seen him in 30 years. Sometimes men consider that to be an issue for women, as far as respect and things like that. But I think we can learn any and everything. Sometimes your circumstances is not, able to define who you are able to become.
You got to get that help. If you're working around carrying that resentment, it's going to affect your relationship. If you've done the inner work, no matter how that looks, Dr. Lanisha suggested several ways that it's possible to work through some of those traumas. If you've not done that, 9 times out of 10, you're carrying it around with you.
For sure. For sure.
Okay. So I got one question. Mike Smoke is actually watching now. I don't know if this was for today,
What's
but
up,
just
Mike?
I'm gonna just throw it out there because I feel like
Is this the one from the DM that I was talking about?
oh, did you get the
Or is
question?
it a different one?
Oh, go ahead, babe.
Yeah,
I didn't even know you ain't asked. Go for it. What was that question
I
for?
did. I said
You
when we get a chance, we had a question in the DM.
didn't, right? I'm saying you. I don't think you asked us yet. Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't. We was talking about these
We was
sneaky
rolling.
folks.
Okay, we ready.
Uh, but yes, Mike Smoke, who is a relationship coach,
Uh,
which I saw on his note on Instagram, he is now at 52K followers. Y'all give it up and clap it up for
Mike
him.
Smoke.
Uh, yeah, but the question that Dr. Love and I were talking about, and it was a question from the group.
I'm sorry. I'm being.
Are you mad if your man admires other women online just by liking but doesn't engage? So this is a question. This is open for discussion for us and everyone that is listening.
And Hasina, I shouldn't say this out loud, but Mike Smoke said he is a fan. So
Oh,
I feel like I feel like social media, and let's see what y'all think. We got more comments. I feel like social media can be an open door. Social media. I feel like it can be an open door. I feel like if you like posts of someone that you've been intimate with, that you've been fond of over time, I think it's an open door. Yeah. So I don't think it's wrong, but I feel like if I'm liking pictures but not engaging with someone that I was physically attracted to or romantically involved in, I think it's just keeping a little spot available. What y'all
that's a sneaky little door open. Hell no. No. It's a hard no for me. You should not be liking no female pictures but mine. That's just how I feel. Because listen, y'all already know how the algorithm works. If you
Uh-oh.
double tap in the girl in Costa Rica in her bikini on the beach, you're gonna get more stuff like that on your algorithm. Just don't double tap the shit. Look at it, admire it, keep scrolling.
Now he
Dang.
didn't say that it was women with bikinis on in Costa
I'm just
Rica.
giving an
He
example.
just
No,
said
I'm
he.
just giving
I
an
mean, just
example.
women in general. It could be women they went to school with,
Mm-hmm.
women
No,
that any of those
no.
things. That's what I'm saying.
For
I
me,
don't.
it's just a no.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't mind now if I see too many of the the damn ass shaking and
Ooh.
you the first one to like that shit and I'm like now hold on now I done seen too many hearts but I'm not finna
Ah,
I'm not finna channel check who pictures you liking on social media because I don't have time. I do not have time to be doing all that. I'm too busy trying to maintain my social media consumption
There's a lot.
and engagement. I ain't got time to be looking at yours. If because let's be honest, we have lives that we've had and people that we've known and engaged with well before we got with our partners or our mates.
Facts. That's true.
This is just for me. I don't mind. And y'all know my husband like to talk, and got hella friends. He still follow his, I think, first grade teacher. So, I'm just playing. I don't know. But
wait.
Chuck,
Did,
Chuck in his career and his field is always, now I need my, you
he
know
said he
what? That's
want his
why I
wife
need
in
to
a
be.
bikini in
It
Costa Rica.
indubitably.
Pronto.
Period. Everything jangling. Okay, so one other. So Mike's follow up was, I don't know how to add comments. Why am I reading that? He tried to add comments, so he just sent them. He said, I wouldn't mind if my girl like pictures of Michael B. Jordan or people that she's never met, in real life. I think it's healthy just as long as it's not excessive. Well, wait. So there's a boundary. So we saying that it can't be somebody that she has met or you think she got access to, because I don't want to give my. We be
But
having
that's the thing.
access,
We have access to anybody. Guys, celebrities are not inaccessible.
baby.
So even that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, it's just keep the
Mhm.
door closed. I'm not saying don't look. I'm cool looking. Hell, you could tap me on the shoulder like, baby, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, I'm looking too. But don't get in a habit of double tapping these pictures because then more of it is just gonna come up. And if it's not the scantily clad ones, friends, coworkers, whatever like that, that's cool. That's different. I think I just have a problem with the risque side of social media and my
Mhm.
partner getting trapped over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna keep it a buck because that's what we here for, right? I had a little something going on at one point, and he was ex like security, right? He did security, but he did security at a strip club. Okay, we were building, and I'm like, okay, you didn't see some ass, that's fine. I didn't been there too, but he had hella like strippers that he followed. And I was like, sir, I get that. That's what you did before, but baby, we can't be together and you following like a million
It's a
people.
lot.
It's
That's
crazy.
I don't know.
I just was like, what if my cousin or somebody wanna follow you because we together? They gonna see you following 1,000 strippers. No,
That's kind of wild.
it was, but it was an issue because you like them were my coworkers. They
No,
was just
I wouldn't like
they were
that.
just from the
I wouldn't
spot.
like that at all.
No, no,
No thanks.
no, thank.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind. Now if they have history. It's only an issue when boundaries are crossed. What IMO mean
Absolutely.
again? Y'all know. In my
In my
opinion, in my
opinion.
opinion, I learned something. I learned something. It's definitely more accessible than BET Uncut back in the day.
Facts.
What happened to
Professor Carter, yes.
what happened to BET Uncut? What you do?
Lord have mercy.
What happened to BET Uncut? Listen, this is horrible, but I remember Tip Drill. I'm getting off
Me
top.
too.
Baby,
That credit
and
card swipe.
that first chick with the lace on, I look just like one of my sisters. I was like, oh my
Good
God.
old days. Good old days.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
well, y'all ready for the challenge? Because we actually getting
Yeah,
down
come
to the
on.
sauce. We getting down to the
I
real.
gotta
Come
give me
on
a
with it.
pen.
We didn't
Come
have
on with it.
some really dynamic conversation, but we ain't gonna keep y'all long. It's Friday night. I'm so happy everybody who came. You know, we still working on building this audience. So thank you to those
Yes.
who are fucking with us. So we always do a pull-up challenge. That is my segment. Hello. So we always do a pull-up challenge, and every week the challenge is associated with the topic. So we
Yeah.
talk about being sneaky. It's getting sticky. We talking about, honesty and what's appropriate and what's not, boundaries. I feel like we can touch a lot of different topics. So the challenge this week is for you all to evaluate yourselves. Okay.
More evaluations.
Oh yeah,
This inner work is taking me out.
we doing some
I
intro.
love it though.
You know, do you all feel like I'm specifically talking about romantic partnership? Do you feel like there are some areas that maybe you can tighten up because if your partner knew about whatever the thing is that you've been doing, I'm gonna give some examples. Would they be comfortable with it? For example, if you are liking pictures of women that you actually do have access to, then maybe you smash, okay? Or maybe you've admired, maybe you've met in person. And your partner not gonna know because, like Dr. Niche said, I'm not checking what you doing on your social media. But the word I thought about today was integrity.
I love it.
About having integrity. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So, are there any areas that you feel like, you know what, if my partner knew about this, maybe, or my potential partner, because sometimes you looking to settle down, but you got so much junk in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? You got,
Yeah.
Becky from the third grade still hitting your ass up. I mean, I had a little boy crush back in the day. To this day, he got the same phone. So you
Damn.
tell me all these bras you smash still can call you? No, thank you, sir. But so, but we just kind of looking at some of them cobwebs in the closet. Let's see.
Yeah.
And if you all feel like I'm gonna give mine. Okay, I'm gonna just give mine.
Uh-oh.
Okay, what I did first of all in 2025, some people may know I changed my phone number. Okay, and all of my repeat offenders did not get my new number. And why? Because I said, you know what? If my significant other knew that like my high school ex that I thought was my soulmate 20 years ago still was texting me happy birthday and shit, I don't know if he would be appreciative.
Shout out to you. That's a big deal. That is
It was
because
hard.
that's
It was hard.
like releasing everything.
Yeah, it was hard. So yeah, I changed my number. I set boundaries because I'm like, I know if he was on that, it would bother me. So let me be my best self first. So I want y'all
Absolutely.
to assess yourselves. What are you doing? Anything that need to get checked at the front door?
Mm, mm, mm.
Mhm.
That's it, y'all. That's
All
it
right.
for the pull up challenge.
Lord have mercy.
So we here. We down to the wire. Y'all made it through. It's Friday night. And guess what? We actually wrapped up our topic. Y'all got any more comments? Any suggestions? What's up?
At this point, I just want to thank everybody that pulled up with us tonight to hang out. don't forget, guys, you can support our show not just by pulling up, but by sharing it, by commenting, by sending us a DM with shout outs, by coming on the show live. Don't
Yeah.
be scared. Like,
Always start.
that's what we need. We looking to build, we are looking to grow, and the support is very much appreciated. So thank you guys for pulling up tonight, for
Thank you.
sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Share this episode. Share it, share it, share it wherever you are watching from. Share this episode with someone and comment and let us know about your sneaky situations. Okay. That's how we know that you have listened to this episode because you're
That
going
part.
to tell us about your sneaky situations, just like we have told y'all our
Too much.
thoughts on sneaky situations.
That's the sneaky invitation voice when you start getting
I
low.
like it.
Hey, tell us about your, yeah. You gotta lower
We
your.
messy sometimes. We messy sometimes.
We try to make y'all comfortable. No, our emails on the bottom too. So just like
Yep.
Dr. Niche Hasina mentioned, if you want to inbox us on IG, hit us up. That's our email. We on YouTube. Share with your friends. And that's it. That's all, y'all. We out for today.
Yes, love y'all.
Love you.